letter, and we are told that the backdated letter was created with the name of the son of a Trinamool Congress leader to give an alibi to the person that the person was not at RG Kaur, not at the murder site, but doing some Independence Day duty on that specific day, the day of the murder. Viewers, this is very, very suspicious. Is the son of a Trinamool Congress leader being protected? Let's ask the question straight. Secondly, is that why Mamata was overactive? Why did Mamata send her two topmost officials from the health ministry to the murder site? And why did Mamata want the evidence destroyed, the rooms, the murder site demolished? Yes, she has no alibis now, Mamata Banerjee. She can only hide from my questions. Question is, for how long? Let's debate.
On your screens is the ultimate proof of the cover-up in Abhaya rape and murder case. Republic has exposed the direct involvement of Mamata's ministry in the demolition ordered in Arjikar Hospital, a plot that seems to have been executed a day after Abhaya's body was found. The subject line of this demolition order copy, accessed exclusively by Republic, calls for repair, renovation, reconstruction of on-duty doctors' rooms along with separate attached toilets in all departments of RGKMNH, Kolkata on urgent basis. Dated August 10th, the day after the horrific rape and murder of Abhaya, the signature of Sandeep Ghosh on the order, the mention that the demolition was cleared in a meeting with the Principal Secretary of Health Department, which falls directly under the control of Mamata Banerjee. Three specific parts stressing the urgency and immediacy. All this is proof that there may be a lot more than what meets the eye.
ये चिट्ठी आरजी कौर मेडिकल कॉलेज के प्रिंसिपल घोष साहब ने लिखा है। 10 तारीख की चिट्ठी है। जो हत्या और रेप विक्टिम का होता है वो इंटरवेनिंग नाइट 8 और 9 तारीख के बीच होता है और 10 तारीख को ये चिट्ठी जारी की जाती है। उस समय ममता जी ने कहा था ये निर्णय तो पहले से हो चुका था। तो हत्या और बलात्कार के पश्चात ये चिट्ठी आनन फानन में इन्होंने एक्सप्रेस मोड ये चिट्ठी इशू हुई है।
On the other hand, Sandeep Ghosh has been snubbed by the Supreme Court for trying to dictate the terms of investigation by demanding that CBI must not be investigating the case of financial irregularities against him in the line with the Arjikar rape and murder case. The point remains that after 24 hours of Republic exposing Mamata's apparent involvement in the cover-up, Mamata is yet to respond. If Mamata has a clarification, why doesn't she go public with it?
Viewers, the matter is getting very serious now. And Republic is leading a very strong investigation. There is a person called Dr. Avik De. I have his phone number. He's a junior resident, Department of General Surgery, IGP, MER and SSKMH. Is he the son of a Trinamool leader? Anirban, is Dr. Avik De the son of a Trinamool leader?
Maybe, maybe not. How does that matter? He has been suspended by the West Bengal government from health
services. There are two letters, Dr. Kunal Sarkar. The matter is extremely serious. May I please? There are two letters, one dated 8th of August 2024. In this letter, the name of Avik De is not mentioned among the officials assigned with responsibilities in connection with Independence Day and rehearsal. There are names of other doctors, but not this person, Avik De. Now comes a second letter, most suspiciously, Dr. Sarkar. Backdated, it is a handwritten date on it, 6th of August 2024, and surprisingly, look at your screen, the name of Avik De appears. So this is being questioned, that was this second letter created to give Avik De an alibi?
Arnab, I think if this was in any way, I don't know, if this was in any way an effort to create an alibi, it was not a very clever move, see, because all this letter would do, I think if you just consider the context, that there was a lot of fiery debate between the media and the government, and the police rather, on a set of photographs that surfaced from the scene of the crime, which showed a lot of people who were not required to be there, there was a lot of unauthorized presence right in the center of the crime scene. And one such person who was identified was this gentleman in question called Avik De. Now the police dug a deep hole for themselves by identifying for a day Abhaya De to be their fingerprint expert. And it then came to surface that obviously he is a first-year PGT from the test game. He is no fingerprint expert. So this letter is a kind of justification of his presence.
Yes.
This letter, if at all, does not create an alibi that he was somewhere else.
Is it true? My next question, Kunalda.
Dr. Sarkar is right.
My next question is that is Avik De the ex-chief of the Trinamool Congress Chhatra Parishad Medical Unit, now suspended? Is it true that he was seen in the crime scene near the murder site, and that his name appears in a backdated letter allegedly signed by the Director of Health Services and the Director of Medical Education, Government of West Bengal? Relevant question. Sanju is on the debate. It's getting very sharp now. Sanju.
You know, Arnab, first and foremost, I have to say this unequivocally, that the amount of exposures that Republic has done, the relentless coverage that you have done, Arnab, I think kudos to you, because large parts of mainstream media conveniently seem to have forgotten that Arjikor medical case is not just about West Bengal. Now this is a national movement. Point number one, who's this giving background music to me? Can I please finish what I'm saying?
Tausif, let her finish, please. I'll come to you after that. Thank you.
Will you protest against Madhya Pradesh?
I think we need to, Tausif, you will get your turn, please. We are having a sensible debate on a sensitive
issue. A very strong debate. Tausif, I'll come to you after she finishes. As you know, Kunal Sarkar is here. He's such a senior man. He's also listening. Please all listen. Thank you.
You know, Arnab, I just need to say one thing. And the most important point is this, that barely a few days back, Mamata Banerjee tried taking the moral high ground by passing the Aparajita bill, saying rapists should be given capital punishment. These stringent clauses are already there, be it POXO laws or be it rape laws in India. What is needed is the will to implement, and my simple question to Mamata Banerjee, the likes of Derek O'Brien, the likes of Mahua Moitra, the likes of Sagarika Ghosh, is this: why is it that when the state was given resources by the central government to set up 123 fast-track courts and 20 POXO courts, despite getting all the available funds, why did you not set up in the last 2 years a single fast-track court or a single POXO court? Point number one. Point number two, I have been saying repeatedly that apart from Sandeep Ghosh,
because
the
those funds
Vineet
were all
his
shadow funds.
role in the entire Arjikor case is extremely suspicious. He needs to step down. Caesar's wife should be above suspicion. My point number three is this, that Sandeep Ghosh is not accused of merely trafficking in biomedical waste, but he's also been accused of extorting money from his students in lieu of sexual favors. And look at the audacity of this man. He is actually questioning the Supreme Court as to why the CBI is investigating him. So let me say that there are key witnesses against Sandeep Ghosh. A. Akhtar Ali, the former Deputy Superintendent of Arjikor. B. The former Superintendent of Arjikor, Sanjeev Vashisht. And most importantly, Prashun Chatterjee, who is a close confidant of Sandeep Ghosh, has started singing like a canary.
Here's another.
Are you present at the court today?
No, Arnab.
Arnab,
he
when
Tausif,
their right was produced before the court,
given the gravity of the allegations and the speed of the Republic investigation, I request everyone to listen very closely to what I have to say right now.
you are trying to save the BJP, that is all.
Please listen very closely to what I am trying to say right now, viewers.
When will Mamata resign? She failed.
1 minute. Sanju and Anirban, let's not get excited. Let's calm down. I'm going to share something very important now. Tausif, thank you,
Will you
Tausif.
also stage
Thank
a
you,
protest
Tausif.
outside the
Kunalda
state
and Tausif
secretariat
will be on the debate.
of the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister?
Yesterday, Tausif,
Or
this is a...
will you not target? You will not target because he is simply a BJP Chief Minister. And in BJP state, rapes are allowed. Are you suggesting so? A woman was raped in broad daylight on the footpath in presence of public view. No police personnel. No slogan against the Chief Minister. No protest before the State Secretariat.
Excellent. Now, Tausif, may I request you to put a semicolon on that and let me come in with a question here, please. Tausif, my question to you. See, the habit with the Trinamool people nowadays has been to keep speaking because you are scared of the questions of Arnab Goswami. You can't take my questions. You are filibustering. You are trembling. You are looking unsure. You are being a little bit like an invertebrate. You are also being intellectually deceitful. And I request you to listen to me. Thank you so much. Now my question is...
You are running away from my question. Arnab, please don't run away. Viewers are watching. Arnab, viewers are watching. You are running away from the question. The question is, the CBI officer, CBI IO, CBI lawyer was not present in court today when the accused was produced before the magistrate today for remand. And the magistrate had to ask, should he release the accused on bail in Arjikar rape and murder case? What is CBI's
I am feeling
plan?
sleepy. You put in
Does
such
CBI
a...
want
Your argument
to
is so
that
unthought. You are putting me to sleep.
Will you ask your RBI, will you ask your Republic investigation team to find out what the CBI IO and CBI
Sanju.
lawyer was, why they were absent in court today when the accused was presented?
Maybe
the
they are
court?
investigating
When
Mamata
the
Banerjee's
CBI will
personal
file
role
a charge
in this.
sheet, when the accused will be put on
Sanju is
trial.
on.
Please, can your investigative team find out? Can your investigative team
CBI
find
is
out
not the
where they are
accused.
receiving instructions
You
from?
keep
The
making
CBI
reckless
lawyer
allegations
will
at the
be
CBI.
today.
Had this
Where he
not
is
been the
receiving instructions
CBI,
from?
Sandeep
The
Ghosh would
CBI
still be enjoying the
who
perks
did not
of being
appear in
promoted
court
to
today,
the
who is
National
giving
Medical College,
instructions
Kolkata.
on whose
Thank God we have the
instructions
Supreme
the
Court, the
CBI
Kolkata
IO
High Court and the
was-
CBI that
was
Sandeep Ghosh has
absent
been
from court
arrested.
today.
Thank God that we have the Supreme Court and the Modi government to ensure that the likes of Vineet Goyal, the police commissioner, his role now has come under
you are
scrutiny.
siding with the
I want to
monster
ask
of
you, why is
Arjika.
Mamata Banerjee
Sanju, you
so
are siding
hell-bent on
with the
protecting
monster of
Sandeep Ghosh?
Arjika.
What is it
Sanju,
about Sandeep Ghosh that
because
Mamata Banerjee
BJP has
is so
politicized
scared of?
this,
What
you are
is it
siding
about
with
Vineet
the
Goyal
rapist.
that Mamata Banerjee is so
And Sanju,
scared
I'm
of that
not
she's
shocked
shielding
because you have
Vineet
always
Goyal?
sided
Yours,
with the
my
rapist.
next point is, and I'll put full frame graphics over it because it will require some explanation. Thank you. Can you please run the full frame graphics of the demolition order, please, which we are talking about, which in my view implicates effectively Mamata Banerjee. You see, Kunal Sarkar, let me explain this to you viewers. There is a letter.
What demolition order?
There is a letter.
What
Can you please be
demolition
quiet for a minute, Tausif? Thank you. I'm explaining this now. This letter which I have with me, Abhaya is raped and murdered on 9th. On the 10th, there is an order of demolition which is given. The order of demolition, which means the order effectively for destruction of evidence, is signed by the notorious Sandeep Ghosh. It says immediately destroy the rooms, which means destroy the evidence. But the most important thing is Sandeep Ghosh, who's a well-known criminal by now, he knows that tomorrow people may ask whether you're doing it on his own. So he's pulled Mamata Banerjee into it. And he has made it clear, I'm only doing it because Mamata Banerjee has told me to do so. And that's why he writes, Kunal Sarkar, that this has been decided and resolved in a meeting with Mamata Banerjee's main man, the Principal Secretary, Department of Medical Education, Department of Health, and the Director of Medical Education. He's so clear, he even says that I'm sitting with them and writing this. All of this is happening. He does not need to say, but you see, Sandeep Ghosh is a criminal. He knows tomorrow the CBI or somebody else will ask him, did you destroy the evidence on your own? He has to create the documentation to prove that the destruction of evidence has been done on the instructions of Mamata Banerjee. So he does not fail to mention that. He writes in the last, and he in fact says, all of this is happening in the boardroom of the RG Kaur Medical College and Hospital, where these two main people of Mamata Banerjee are sitting with me and dictating the contents of this letter to me, which means Kunal Sarkar, he is effectively saying, I am destroying the rooms because Mamata Banerjee has told me to do so. Now, this is very serious. Kunal Sarkar, please. Kunal Sarkar. Dr. Kunal Sarkar.
If you look at the various bizarre happenings that happened, there was like a typhoon of these bizarre incidents happening from the 9th of August onwards. And this kind of a letter, which I think has basically come up as an afterthought, and whoever has sort of tried in a very difficult, trying to defend the indefensible, that how on earth does anybody approach even the proximity of a crime scene with this kind of an order? It is beyond logic, it is beyond ethics, it is beyond common sense. Now, this chap has cobbled a letter in which he's implicated almost anybody and everybody. But even before that, Arnab, if you see what he was actually up to, even when he was ordering a post-mortem, over the phone, he asked the head of the department of another medical college, the senior-most forensic man of NRS Medical College, and he said that do not come yourself. I'll conduct a post-mortem in my own medical college. You don't come, you yourself don't come. You're a senior fellow, and send one of your junior faculties. And it is very doubtful that whether the junior faculty was at all the proper person to conduct. So a series of these things were happening.
Exactly.
Starting from ordering of a post-mortem, how on earth does the principal of Medical College A order a principal of Medical College B to somebody who is like very soft credentials to conducting a post-mortem like this? Then, almost like an Olympic sprint countdown, the body is taken out for a very, lightning speed cremation. So you see, there was a sequence, there was a barrage of these bizarre, hurtful events that day. And these letters, this is one of them. There's another letter about some Independence Day parade happening.
Yes. Yes.
And also the deceased father has said that he was offered money by the Mamata Banerjee regime.
Please get
so that, they do not escalate matters. The deceased aunt has also said...
which really cannot...
The family member has...
Yeah, please continue, Dr. Sarkar. I lost you in between.
So I think, this was really a very, very tedious, far-fetched attempt to justify things. Rather, I think the government, the health department, you see, the central grievance, the central thing that comes out in all these happenings is that there was a lot of ad hocism. There was a lot of, ad hoc barbarism happening in the health department run by this clique or the warlords. And all these are examples of such sort of, ad hoc, bizarre actions. And everybody else...
I just need to make a quick point, Arnab.
Yeah, let him complete. I'm coming to you. Just let him complete his point. Yes.
Yeah, so this is Arnab, this is a syndroming of it. I think if you look through files, a few more bizarre notices like this will come to surface. Because look, you had the visible bureaucracy in the healthcare, like the principal health secretary, etc. And then you had the invisible bureaucracy in healthcare who were really running amok. And Sandeep Ghosh was just a representative. And I honestly think it is the visible bureaucracy who are in a uphill, impossible task to justify.
I just want to add one thing before I bring you in, Sanju. You see, viewers, she's been caught red-handed now. There's no getting away for Mamata Banerjee. She knows. And that is why the Trinamool Congress Medical Unit Chhatra Parishad head, around whom there is attempt to give an official alibi that he was not there, morning of August 9th, after the body of Abhaya was discovered, when parents were being made to wait, this person allegedly was there. An official document is created by the government to prove that he's not there, why is the government so clear, so keen to give an alibi to this controversial person? Question number one. Question number two, why did Mamata Banerjee send her entire troops and generals and field marshals from the health ministry to RG Corps and tell them to destroy the evidence? It is, in any other situation, viewers, by now the person would have been put through a polygraph test. I don't know why the CBI is not doing that to Mamata Banerjee.
May I please come in, Arnab?
If Kunal Sarkar had done something like this, you would have put him to the gallows by now.
Regarding the
I need to make a quick point here, please.
What have they done till now?
Arnab, you will have to
Sanju.
moderate the
A
debate.
single question. Everything seems to know everything.
Can I make my point
Sanju
now?
and then Anirban. Sanju, please, viewers.
He knows nothing. Sanju has been speaking non-stop.
Arnab, I have tremendous respect for Mr. Kunal Sarkar. I've been on a couple of debates with him on some other channels also. He made a very pertinent point about invisible versus visible bureaucracy. And I'm sure he doesn't want to get involved in the political mudslinging. I understand his compulsions. But I think reputed names like him, now it is time for people like Kunal Sarkar to name and shame Mamata Banerjee, because the criminal negligence and then the criminal collusion and cover-up could not have happened without Mamata Banerjee's okay. Why is it that the medical fraternity is not naming and shaming Mamata Banerjee? I'm not just talking about Kunal Sarkar, I'm talking about a whole lot of other doctors. The Indian Medical Association has actually shown the guts to name and shame Sandeep Ghosh.
BJP
but
leaders
I don't
away.
see the medical fraternity
If you people have any shame, you should
against
cut your
Mamata
mouth from now
Banerjee's
on.
criminal collusion to
The
support
BJP leaders
Vineet
were
Goyal.
chased
They are
away
not
by the
speaking in one
doctors.
voice against
For
the
your
criminal
kind
collusion of
information,
Mamata Banerjee
you
to
send
shield
them
Sandeep Ghosh.
to
They are
the
not speaking
you
in
send
one
them to
voice
the protest
against
site.
the
They were
criminal
chased
collusion
away.
of Mamata Banerjee to undermine the credibility of the deceased family.
How
And
much
the
you
most
shout,
important
people do
point,
not believe the
Sandeep
BJP
Ghosh's
doctors.
motorcycle was registered under
BJP leaders
Vineet
were
Goyal,
chased
the
away
police
by the
commissioner's
doctors.
name.
No, it's getting
And
hot.
guess what
Don't
we are
even dare
told? We are told that anybody
yeah, but
who's a civic
most
volunteer
importantly,
with the
Tausif,
Kolkata police,
why did Mamata Banerjee
Legal
send
registered
her topmost
under
officials
Goyal's
and tell
name?
them to
And that
destroy?
is bizarre
Why did
and
Mamata
absurd and
Banerjee tell her ministry to destroy the crime scene? What
Why
was she
was
trying to
FIR
do?
filed 14 hours late? Why was FIR
No, Arnab.
not filed by the hospital?
No, 1 minute.
or by
Let her
the
answer let him answer
I'll
that
answer
question,
that.
Sanju. Why did
I'll answer
Mamata
that.
Banerjee send her
Arnab,
people
you're saying-
to destroy the crime scene and order its demolition? Just answer
Why
that.
was the case of unnatural
Just
death?
let him answer that, Sanju. I asked him the question. That question. Please.
Arnab,
No, ask him about the
Arnab,
unnatural death case also. Why
Arnab-
was unnatural death registered?
Arnab,
This was a
yes,
case
Arnab,
of
before
murder
you-
and rape.
Now, why did Mamata Banerjee ask her
Sanju,
two topmost
Sanju, wait,
officials
have patience,
to
Sanju.
order Sandeep
Sanju,
Ghosh
have
to destroy
patience.
the crime scene, as
Sanju.
has been put on record in an official document?
Okay, I'll answer that. I will answer that. I've heard your question. Arnab, I've heard your question. Let me answer. Now, before you ask that question.
No, there, you see, he'll avoid.
Ask the
Before
question.
you ask that question, before I answer that question, because he can't answer that question.
Before the FIR was filed.
He can't answer that question. Tausif should say, Arnab, your question is so straight, I have no answer.
This is my answer.
You have no answer.
You are getting
Why
a
was the case
shock.
of unnatural death
You are
filed?
getting an
Why
electric
was
shock. You are
Sandeep
jumping
Ghosh
because you are getting an
motorcycle which
electric
apparently
shock.
belonged to
The
the
moment I
police
take
commissioner
name of
Vineet
Ujjain
Goyal,
rape case,
Vineet Goyal, the
where
police
the
commissioner
chief
Sandeep
minister
Ghosh
of Madhya Pradesh
were
allowed
acting in
that
tandem.
woman
Why
to be
is it
raped on the
Mamata
footpath.
Banerjee chose to give a promotion
Chief
to Sandeep
Minister,
Ghosh,
why the
who's
Chief
had
Minister of
a
Madhya
very, very
Pradesh
unflattering
allowed
track record
the
even
woman
in
to
the
be
past?
raped on
Why
the
did Sandeep
footpath?
Ghosh
Answer
ask
that.
that there should be a
Answer that.
renovation of the crime
Sanju,
scene and
you
a new
must
bathroom
answer.
should be built?
Sanju, you must
What was
answer
Sandeep Ghosh
why
trying
the
to
Chief
hide?
Minister of Madhya
Was
Pradesh
Sandeep Ghosh
allowed the
involved in the
woman to be
trafficking of
raped
biomedical
in
waste?
on the footpath.
If the answer is
broad
yes,
daylight.
why was
Why
Mamata
the
Banerjee so
Chief Minister of Madhya
incompetent?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the point is that a week back the focus was on a person called Sandeep Ghosh. At the end of this week, I have no doubt in saying, I have no doubt at all in saying that the person whose role is under focus is one and only Mamata Banerjee. So Mamata Banerjee, how long can you hide from these questions? How long can you abuse the media? The people are with us, Mamata Banerjee. The people, the right-thinking people are against you. I'll see you on the other side on why the White House is now saying, no, we are not interfering in the Indian political process in a few minutes.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Indian Janta is accepting and is more now exposed to the success of Paralympians? Are they more, because we've seen the glamour around cricket and other major sports, but now Olympic sports and Paralympics especially, because you are one figure, you are inspiration for so many of people, you are a popular name. So how do you think that perception is changing?
Slowly society has changed a lot. Society has given importance to real achievers in life. I think social media has played a pivotal role. Again, the maturity of society depends on who it chooses to be its heroes. Yes, probably entertainers in film industries are heroes for some. Scientists may be heroes for some others, doctors may be heroes for some others, sports persons may be heroes for some others. At the end of the day, it depends on how much premium we attach to the achievement. In the sense, if for example, if a sports person has done something, I think somewhere the person sitting at home actually attaches value to that achievement and feels that he also aspires to do, yes, he relates that he could have also done that, or he wants to do that, he wishes to do that. I think that is where the real inspiration comes from, actually going there and especially in challenging circumstances and performing. That is where the real satisfaction is.
You talk about when one is a common man, you come from a village in Karnataka, growing up, and then there were many hurdles in education. In one of the conversations with Prime Minister Modi talking about how he was struggling to get admissions earlier on, and then when you go on, there's language barrier, but then you come in the Hindi heartland, you come and serve in UP. What was this?
One of the senior Russian officials had said that US is trying to interfere elections in India. Are you aware about that? What is the response to it?
It's not true. It's a ridiculous claim.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Director, the taste of success.
Rahul Gandhi must stop reducing everything down to caste. Today he met some trackmen of the Indian Railways and said, most shockingly, that they are like the Mahadalits of the Indian Railways. What does he mean? He's saying that effectively they are from a different caste, effectively, than the engine drivers, who in turn, according to this warped logic, are effectively from a different caste than the ticket collectors and so on. What madness is this? If you introduce this kind of extremely divisive logic all the time, you will break the million-plus strong workforce of the Indian Railways into different groups with animosity towards each other. And in the process, you will destroy the unity of the Indian Railways, which is in itself one of the greatest unifiers and greatest institutions of this country. You know how dangerous that is. Now in July, Rahul Gandhi had taken a large film crew. He takes this 15, 20, 25 member film crew wherever he goes. Now you see, even before he comes in, see cameraman 1, cameraman 2, cameraman 3, cameraman 4, film director. Do you see a single railways employee there? No. It's a film crew. This was supposed to be a supposed meeting with loco pilots, but you see in these pictures, there are more film crew and possible actors shooting these reels like a Bollywood film set. And during this very, very expensive multi-crore film shoot.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.